We're going to dive into this down the line view, and then we're going to dive into a pro model because you are hitting a shot that starts left and kind of stays to the left. And you can also see that you're flipping your hands a lot at impact there. So the reason why is because your hands work out and away from you to start your swing. The club head works behind you. You can see you're going to get too shallow or flat halfway back. And then at the top of your swing, you can see that your lead arm is above your shoulder plane. And you can also see that your hands are over your toes instead of being over your heels, a little bit deeper. So from a higher position with your hands and arms, it's not the fact that you can't play great golf from here. You can. It's just going to make it that much more difficult for you to shallow the club back down onto the original plane. You're going to take a beeline down with your hands to the golf ball or a straight line down with your hands, and you're going to come down very, very steep and on top of the original plane. You can see that there. Now, from here, you're going to continue to release and rotate, which is why the ball starts left and stays left. All right, so I want to hop into a pro model and show you what ideal would look like. All right, Jordan, so I have Justin Rose's golf swing here, one of the most consistent golf swings on the planet, and what you're going to see is he's going to work the club right up the plane. Halfway back, when his lead arm is parallel to the ground, the shaft is going to look basically right back at the ball, whereas you have a shaft looking too shallow or flat. And at the top of Justin's swing, what you're going to find is that his lead arm matches shoulder plane, his hands are directly over his heels, and the shaft is going to be right on the plane in one line if I were to draw a line from the ball throughout his hands. Okay, so from this proper position, he is provided with the opportunity to beeline his hands down to the ball and shallow the club back down onto the original plane. Now his hands, arms, and club are back down in front of him. He's back down on the plane. He is now provided with the opportunity to release the club down the plane and rotate around the arc and control the club face through impact. You can see he's keeping the club head outside of his hands and the club face matches his spine angle. Okay, so for you, what I would have you do is put a stick over your trail shoulder just like Justin Rose would have here, and ideally at the top of your swing, just like Ben Hogan said, you wouldn't have your hands, arms, and clubs smash the stick. Yours would, and Justin would stay underneath the stick, which again provides him with that opportunity to shallow the club when he takes the beeline down.